Violet was starting, she had tried fencing the forest, but right now we have other methods, as Chris was saying, the natural. So if we can be helped to mainly fence the indigenous part first, it will help us to move forward, because with the fencing we also have control over this place, so there will be no dumping which is taking place. Because let's say I'm here in the morning, but at night I'm at my place, so we have no control over some of the things because they happen during the night. So that's the, if the fencing can be done, it will help to solve almost more than 50% of the forest. Also, we also need more sensitization, because we are doing the sensitization right now, but we also need more programs which can help the people to own the forest and to help even the youth. Yep, that's a source of income, because you have, when you have control, at least you will be paying something to go around the forest.
We just get inside and steal firewood and destroy other things. So if it would be fenced, it would really help them. Okay.
Na hĩndĩ ĩrĩa kũirigĩtwo rĩ, njĩtagwo Janet Njoroge kuma on Karurua, but I will speak in English. Yeah, you asked the question, what should we do? Because we have narrated all these problems about pollution, about destruction, about and before I get to make a suggestion on one of the ways we can counter these things, is to share with the people or the forest friends that part of our catchment on Karu is Ondire wetland. And with the support from WRA, we fenced, you know, they made the beacons, and they put in money to fence through our Rua, to fence the wetland. Similarly, that fence has been vandalized, so this is not a problem for here only. It is a nationwide problem that will need to be sorted by the communities. I like the way the youth of this place is starting to do, and we have also suggested in that wetland to do a live fence. Yeah, we can use, you know, plants like bevage, you know. That one, if it catches you, it doesn't let you go. So if we use such things, and there is another cactus, which even animals will not cross. So let's use such, because if we put things with wires, something with our youth, they just take the wires and go and sell them. Is only what she's saying, we are going to deal with them in-house, because it's very annoying for money to be spent and then some people don't see the value. That one we have to sort. The other suggestion I wanted to make is, with the Ruas, we are everywhere, but because of lack of capacity and commitment and poor leadership, people are sitting in positions of leadership, but they are not committed. They are neither here nor there, but they are not stepping away. So we need revamping the Ruas and increasing their capacity to be able to do the work, because in collaboration with the forest associations and the friends of the THOGOTO Forest, we can work together, collaborate, collaboration, because you see, we have a weak point when it comes to government. You know, they have the laws they're supposed to enforce. If they don't do it, we're just not going to be helpless. If we own our resources and we understand, like the way now this place, I have not been here, I think it is about 2 years, because there was no tarmac road. I was very happy to find the road was tarmac. We used to suffer getting here. And there was a time, especially when we were doing the water project, and we used to have a difficult time walking down there because the cows, the livestock, there were many, and we used to plant trees. The next time you come, they are not there because the cows were destroyed. But I'm very happy to see that the trees we planted even that time when I was here last, about 2 years ago, they have survived. And I like the way it's going. The process is not easy, but eventually where there is commitment, it will happen. And it is good that the youth are involved, because some of us, we have done this work, Julia knows, we are grandmothers, but we still have the passion. But we cannot do a whole lot, but working with the youth, we give the vision and they will carry it forward. And I believe it can be done. I believe that exchange visits among the rulers, because some rulers, they have continued, they didn't stop like the way the Yata people. It happened to us also that that time it was not WRA, it was Warma. They did the capacity building, and we did the first subcatchment management plan, which we did not even implement because of all these leadership issues. And then they went, and then the money got finished, and then everybody went home to do their things. And somebody like me, I keep on showing up where there is something going on. And I believe that that rule has a lot of potential if it gets the right leadership. And we can organize exchange visits to show the people, the members, that it is possible. We visit those who have done something, those who have overcome the challenges and continued going. We can learn from one another, and then we can also have a system of rewarding good practices. Rewarding good practices. We can form an award. Now we have an association which is joining all the ruas. It's called Kenarua. So we are all supposed to join that, and through that we can suggest that we have a reward system where you give a recognition to the Rua which has overcome and been able to do something. And that will encourage the others to emulate and to get that award next year. Could be an annual thing. There are many things, but the first thing is collaboration, working together, because we have this group, they are doing this, another, they don't know one another, and if they get together once in a while, share and support one another, it is doable. It is hard, but it is doable. Thank you.
I think the men also
gikundi gä gä twaingärire twekire 2015 na mbere ĩyo nĩ kũrĩ arĩa makoragwo magĩgĩtongoria na nĩ mekĩte project nyingĩ mũno, yani magĩte kinya maĩ harĩa rũgongo twakĩrĩ kũirige hĩndĩ ĩyo mahinda macio, no nĩ gĩacokire gĩgĩthiĩ gĩkĩhana ta kĩagũa. Rĩu thutha ũcio reke njuge twarĩkia kuoya ũcukani ũyũ twĩna chairman, gĩkundi nĩ gĩkũrĩte. Na wakuge gĩcakwa kũrora mĩtitũ itũ na kũrora gĩthaka gitũ na ũhoro wa kũhanda okorwo nĩ natharĩ, okorwo nĩ mĩtĩ, nĩkĩo mokĩte nĩgetha tũteithanie nao. Nĩtũkinyĩtie andũ kĩndũ 500 hau ũguo. Tũngĩenda gũteithio-rĩ, nĩtũragirie natharĩ na gakoko, na tunataka kama tunaweza kusaidio na hiyo mbegu, alafu kufenswa hiyo barabara yote, ndio sasa ikiwe tuingie kura nĩgetha makorwo magĩtũrorera maũndũ macio mothe. itangi korwo no tuone itangi tũiga hau kahoko ĩrĩage maĩ twĩna njũkĩ tũhiyĩte kama tumeweza kupata hiyo kitu ya kuweka hiyo no ndũngĩngiuga rĩu korwo no tũteithĩke rĩu maũndũ-inĩ macio rĩ no tũigue tũkenete na tũiganĩre tũtuge Ngai amũrathime.
So my name is Kiringo. I am the lead guide at Friends of Ondire Wetland and also a botanist there. But physically speaking, I live closer to the THOGOTO Forest than Ondire, and so it is very close to my heart. And the progress that has been going on here can be seen. That said, a very important question has been asked, and I don't think I will give my point until she has finished whatever she's doing, because I wanted to give a very important question, especially after the talk that has been given to us by Elijah here. And I wanted to give my point on how you can help us in solving that issue of the polluted rivers, and that is a nationwide problem that starts here, but we cannot do it on our own. Mostly, according to me, is because those involved, especially in the pollution of the river, are people in high places, and those ones, and the small people, there is nothing much they can do about it. And even us as conservationists, as passionate as we are the ones who find ourselves in this meeting, and those big guys are not here. And even if they were, they don't. It's more about the profits that they make. They would rather create a system where they dump their waste into the river rather than a way they can be able to purify the water before they release it. That said, I have come to realize that the THOGOTO Forest members, as well as at Ondire Wetland, it is not that our forests are more special than others, and even at Ondire Wetland, I wouldn't say that actually it is a source of the water. It is just that the place is located in an environment where it is close to the CBD. We have many people that have gone to school. It creates a rallying point for us to give our grievances for the world to listen to, and for us to give that. And so that means that information is the most important thing that we can give to Kenyans and to those that are in control of these things. And we cannot give this information if we cannot manage the little resource that we have. So ours is Ondire Wetland and the THOGOTO Forest. And you know, Aberdares is an even bigger catchment area than us. But people will listen to us more because we are near the town, and many of the people here are educated and so on and so forth. So I think that said, you can really help the youth in being able to disseminate information and the management. We thank God, especially here at THOGOTO, we have a very good management, whereby if it is well funded, and funding can go into such activities as this one Elijah can agree with me, things like being able to clear invasive species within the forest, being able to put up an information center. Now that and the fencing that they've talked about, such that when people come, they can see that the forest is thriving, even if it just a little plays a very small role in the larger ecosystem, including the Maus and the Mount Kenyas. But because more people come here for their walks, then then someone like Elijah can come and say what he has said and make somebody go home very angry and tell that guy building that thing next to the river and tell him this is not the way it goes. And so funding would go a very long way. And a person like me, personally, at a personal level, because I have like a small piece of land right behind the forest. And of course, I have my economic vision that I have for myself. And I pray God gives me a lot of money one day so that I can put some cottages there, and then people can come to the forest for their cycling and their walks. But those cottages will be done in a green way. Well, I can do that because I'm a youth now. I have that time and the energy. But then the time it's going to go back because I know I can put it into practice. So for me, funding for proper management and for information dissemination in form of an information center, cameras, in lots of things. Yes.
Is very important, as you said. So they train journalists to inform about water resource issues. And it could be a very good source to. I see you have journalists here. So the river needs people who can inform in a very confident way, in a very evidence-based way. And you have the evidence, you have the community, you have this wonderful forest here, you can show what you do. You have a journalist, maybe he can be trained to start not an Nile well, but a well. Info, the name of the river? Asi info. Asi info well. So that's an idea. Look at that. And maybe you can get ideas for a next project where you can disseminate what you are doing here, because it comes all in the ideas. You need to exchange. People need to come here. You need to go to other countries, to other rivers, so that you now learn better what others are now doing better than you. But others that are starting, they can come here to learn about you. And I think that is so important, because it's clear that people learn more by evidence, by seeing, than just being told about things. When you see everything change, and I think that's important.